shaking off the rust. I do because I'm us, till I'm ashes and dust. I run like blood and water. I run like blood and water. I run like blood and water. All the money, trash and lust, lies filled with trust. The mountains turn to dust until there's nothing longer. I'm shaking off the rust. I do because I must. I'm hungry for the rush. I run like blood and water. I run like blood and water. I run like blood and water, and it shakes me, and it breaks me, and it makes me. I run like blood and water, it shakes me, and it breaks me, and it makes me. I run like blood and water. I run like blood and water. I run like blood and water. Listen, I wanna live sincerely, and I'd like to love you dearly, but fate can seem to bring me to the time or the place. And I'm full of validation, and in my inebriation, I'm happy. Wish you could see the look on my face. If there's a hole in my soul, I'll fill it with whatever. The weather, the throne I sit is fit for a king. The flavor of the day will always be my play. Till I say I'm on to the next best thing. I'm on to the next best thing, baby. On my way, I know the grass is greener. Hero,
Hey guys, I'm Eddie Hennessy. I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitarist in the Deadbolts. Pretty short rig rundown here. This is my trusty workhorse Epiphone guitar. I just read the inside of it. It's a Epiphone Broadway. I bought it because I thought it looked really pretty, and I looked out. It's got a great sound. Sounds beautiful. Pretty simple pedal board rundown here. Got a clone. Starting her off here. Moving into a bit of a delay pedal there, little analog delay, and then a tuner to make sure my guitar stays in tune. And that runs straight into a Vox AC-15 that you see back there. And then I sing into a microphone. And that's pretty much the majority of what I do in this band.
Hello, Tyler Hancock, bass player for the Deadbolts with my lovely Supro short scale bass. Over in the pedal board, I've got your, standard bass muff, a little delay, and then my favorite little Supermoon reverb pedal here, which gets a lot of fun spacey sounds, which you wouldn't typically use in a bass. This crazy phaser guy, Quasar Deluxe from Super Decay, that don't even use half of it, you just use it as a regular phaser, but it's pretty cool. And then my trusty Ampeg Portaflex, which I purchased from local Chicago bassist Jimmy Russell of Blue Dream, now Sun Volume. And that is my rig run.
How you guys doing? Benny Mace from the Deadbolts here. Gonna go down with my rig. We're gonna start 81 Les Paul Custom. I got this very cheap. Got it by $1,800 when I was about 18 years old. B-stock Gibson seconds. They broke the headstock at the factory, refinished it right there and then. These are fetching a pretty penny. I beat the shit out of it. It's great. Next up in the chain, got like my poor person pedal board here. I got a robot board, line 6 pod. I got pretty much set up gain staging. Got my digital clone on there. Got a boost. Got my Strymon copy on there. Can't afford a real one. 2 delays, 1 slapback, one more of like my when I want to sound like the Edge. That's kind of cool. I got an Electro Harmonics glove because I can't afford an OCD pedal. Got that on sale, $59 from a pawn shop. So brand new in the box. What else we got here? Super dual tone. Half the knobs are chopped off. Don't really have a good track record with amps. Did buy a brand new Fender Mike Landau amp. That said On Fire, stage in Milwaukee. First show I used it. So now we're back to my trusty Supro. Try using it, knobs chopped off. It works though. Also, that board serves as amp sims in the case that I have to run direct to house if that amp, for whatever reason, takes a shit. That's my rig.
Hello, I'm John from the Deadbolts. I play guitar. Right here we have my Fender Stratocaster that I've been playing since about 2011. So keeping that guy going strong. Down here on my pedal board, we've got a few that I kind of keep on all the time. So we've got our Archer down here that I'm always kind of keeping on just to give it a little bit more dirt. We've got the Mini Ego compressor by Wampler. That just kind of gives it a little extra punch. For my drive, I do have the OCD full tone going. And then we've also got some other modulation, I've got the Ocean's 11 reverb electro harmonics, a little tremolo here and there, a little phaser. And then we've got the decimator, of course, to get rid of some of that extra single coil Strat noise. Over here we've got my JC120. We actually found this one at my family's accordion factory that they ran. It was sitting in the back, so works great. It's been working for God knows how long. This is also my backup amp because my amp also blew a tube at our last show. I was playing a PV Classic, a little bit better to carry around, but now we're rocking the Rolence. So that's all we got.
Hi, my name's James Ryan. I'm with the Deadbolts and I'm the drummer. And here we have our classic 2007 Pearl Vision, kind of a beater kit, but I will say that my favorite part is my snare drum. My 14 by 6.5 patina brass pork pie. Pretty nice. And then my second favorite part are going to be my HHX cymbals by Savior.
Hi, I'm Pat. I play keys and synthesizer in the Deadbolts. This current setup I have now is a microKORG synth and Artesia Pro keyboard. I use the keyboard for primarily grand piano, organ type sounds, stuff like that, all your more standard sounds. And then all the funky, crazy, wacky sounds come out of this little guy right here. And I've had this guy for about 15 years. So that's pretty much all I got for you.
John came up to, we were all in college at the time, and different colleges, came home on like winter break at a local bar where musicians hang out and play music, and John convinced me to at least come and join and play like mandolin or something. We didn't know what kind of band we were gonna be at the time, so roped Tyler in because he was in a band with Benny. I don't know what that was called.
So there's multiple ones. There's a 5 Foot Mammoth that was like our stoner doom band. That was when I had like 2 full stacks. And I wanted to be Tony Iommi really bad, or like Matt Pike.
Too.
The other one was what was the other one, Tyler? What was the other name?
The band Bad Mashers.
Yeah, the Bad Mashers. That was our like G.G. Allen style punk band. You know, we wanted to be like a mix of G.G. Allen and the Misfits.
The Stooges.
Then we started writing music,
Yeah.
wearing different hats, recorded in the back of a video shop that mainly sold porn.
Yeah. Toys. Yep.
Yeah, and there was a studio back there, so we recorded there. Was not mastered whatsoever, but it was. Our man Ray was our guide through our first recording experience. We owe a lot to him. Love Ray, our guy Ray Vanda. Yeah, and then ever since we kind of just kept the ball rolling. Started playing venues around the city and trying to gain a following, and then we roped Corbett in here to really give us that full wall of sound that we've been missing. So it's the sixth piece. We wore a lot of different hats on our first EP that we put out that we recorded in 2018. Probably not our best work, but it was our first foot forward. Still didn't know what kind of band we were becoming. Kind of leaning into like a twangy folk Americana rock sound that we felt, naturally influenced by at the time. At least, myself and maybe John. I know these guys always wanted to go in other directions, but that helped. With this latest album, though, I think that this is the first time where we all kind of like came together and wrote in a much more like collaborative way rather than like segmented, where I'd write some lyrics or a melody, or Benny would write a melody. Matt's his real name, by the way. So,
Damn it.
the jig is up.
Cuts.
On this new record, though, we're definitely influenced by, like some of the like Brit pop, new wave, some of the 80s rock sounds that were coming out, a while back, and then some of the rock in the 90s. It's kind of drawn a lot of different influences and making it our own. So I think this is our first step into like really being sure about what direction we wanted to go with the record. We actually feel like a band that knows what they're doing for probably the first time. Where we're from, like just the South Side music scene, was definitely like kind of had like a wave of resurgence when we had just became a band. Like we just in our little pocket of like the scene down there were probably like 12 bands that were all like gigging consistently, putting out original music.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. Southside traditionally doesn't have a huge culture for like original music, at least from our experience and what we grew up in. So it's kind of rare that we found a community where like a lot of people were into it, playing music, performing. And yeah, we definitely felt like that entire time, even though it was like flourishing down there was a disconnect from like us being a part of a larger community in Chicago, and we recognized that and kind of just slowly tried to get our foot in the door to like become a part of what the entirety of the music scene is in the city. A big thing for us was after recognizing that we at least had like a decent following or crowd or like fans or friends of the band on the South Side, I think a huge step for us that I almost wish we started earlier was bridging that gap in your own city, wherever you live, to expand and make sure you enlarging your world. You know, for us coming from the south side of Chicago, I wish we would have found like a north side band to play with a little earlier and bridge that gap. Because I think that's how you start to build the community, and that's what it all surrounds with, especially when you're an independent band, just cutting your teeth. So that's probably the first step for sure. Get the whole city involved, or, you know, try and make a name for yourself that way.
Master the art of partying
Master the art of partying.
That's really important.
early on, you know.
Yeah.
Serious note, I mean, as far as like a playing standpoint, I mean, I started later than I know, like John and James. I wish I did start earlier, but when I did start, I wish someone told me like just play with people more. Just go out, go to open mic nights, go to like those garage jam sessions. Just playing with people like really kind of elevates you. Versus like I was a bedroom guitarist for probably 5-6 years, and you think you're great until you actually like go to an open mic night or open jam. And you're like, man, like what have I been doing? You know, you go to those for a couple weeks and you really see your playing just elevate.
Watch FRET12 videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how
Yep.
you get better. That's key.
Or checks.
I'd say, yeah, play every gig you're offered, even if it's the smallest, like your family's like, hey, just play the backyard for a birthday party. It's just like, as long as you play in front of people, I think that exposure like really helps go a long way. You almost feel like every time you play a gig, you get better. Even like now, however many gigs you play, like I feel like everyone you're just like a little bit better, and you just get more comfortable up there. And just playing is always going to make you better, whether it's in front of people or not. But
Ice goes in the cooler second.
Yes. That's number one.
Gotta get really close with each other.
Our manager.
Yeah,
loves
don't put all your drinks on the cooler and then drive
Yeah,
away
that's good.
because it falls.
They should be in a cup holder where they can't move.
Don't go to Burger King. It'll always be bad.
Yeah, stay away from Burger King on the road. Sorry, Burger King. You used to be good, but something's
Let
missing.
us down.
Something's
When you
missing.
get beef jerky, those little packets in there aren't napkins.
They are, yeah, they're saline or something.
Silica gel.
And they taste terrible.
Maybe more.
Don't eat those.
Yeah.
Quiet time's good. Yeah, anytime you can get yourself away from the group. But honestly, when you're in the van,
we're always talking.
when you're in the van, you know, have a good time. You should like to hang out with the band you're on the road with. If you're not gelling well, like, you know, maybe take a step back and assess, you know, is it you? Or is it the band? You know, so take yourself away and you know, just kind of look at it from an outside point of view. That can help. And bring in guys who are not in the band. Get 2 or 3 guys who you don't pay on a consistent level or at all, and that are willing to
do
come
the
and
heavy
party
lifting.
and hang out and do all the cool stuff. So.
And they filter a lot of conversation.
They
so
do.
Really, you know.
Yeah. When you're sick of your bandmates, these guys are around to buffer.
Yeah.
So, fuck. They're in your neighborhood. You can go find them.
Make sure they can change tires. That'll be helpful.
Yeah, you need a guy who can change that.
Yeah, absolutely. This album's a big foot forward for us. Working with Doug Malone from Jam Deck Recording has been awesome. He's just as much of a producer as he is a sound engineer. And we're really kind of coming into our own with this album. We've got an album release show that by the time this video comes out, we should definitely have announced. It's at Thalia Hall on Saturday, February 22nd. That'll easily be one of the biggest shows that we've played in the city at a fantastic, legendary venue. And then we're also going to be doing a release show at Vivarium in Milwaukee, which is like our second home nowadays, and a couple other really cool shows to announce that I can't think of off the top of my head. But we're definitely going to be trying to make bigger moves with this album. Now that we've kind of seen a lot of the country at a very basic level, definitely some places that we want to return and try and get ourselves on some bigger stages. The album's called Beau Monde, which is a French term for like high society. People are kind of like hoity-toity. There's an overarching theme on the album of just, you know, being an independent band. I feel like it's pretty relatable from anybody who's toured and just seen the dingy places that you got to play in, and like oftentimes like you're just the concept is like you're just not good enough. Like you're not gonna make it no matter what you do. Like you're just not gonna be a part of the hoity-toity Beau Monde club. So yeah, not every song's like that, but we felt like that was that attitude that we wanted to capture on this one. Put some spit in that. Yeah.